Let us know if you can hear us.
Yeah, most importantly, I think you can see us because I can see us. And more importantly, can you hear us?
Yes, let us know because we have our whole new camera set up because this Thursday is something very, very special. Well, Tuesday is Cooking with Kyle, so that's always special. But what is going on Thursday?
It's the day before Friday. Now we're starting our new live talk show at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And if you aren't able to watch it live, it will be, we're going to leave it on for the replay, and you can rewatch it. But Behind the Wheels is going to be our new talk show. We'll get into that in a little bit. But let's say hi to everybody.
Also, yeah, Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I hope you guys had a wonderful, safe New Year, wherever it is you took it in at. We did next to nothing. I believe I made it just right till midnight.
I woke you up.
Yeah.
He didn't make it. He'd been asleep since like 10 o'clock.
The weather was atrocious here. Like, it
Horrible.
rained. It was super foggy. It didn't deter too many people because there was fireworks going off everywhere around us. But for us, we didn't do much.
No, we cleaned.
Yes,
we cleaned. It was exciting. I got rid of and taking a bunch of stuff to consignment. You know, starting the new year out with like purging some stuff out of the bus.
For sure.
Getting ready for those swap tables at Bethune Docking.
That's creeping up.
But Maureen says, Happy New Year, fam.
From
Checking
NYC.
in from the New York City.
New York City.
Stacey Lowry says, Happy New Year's, Bethune family and everyone else that's here.
Hey, Stacey.
Eddie T's here. Hey, Eddie T. Oh, Mom's even here watching from next door. Hey, Mom. Happy New Year. Crystal Carlson says, Happy New Year. Darren's even saying hi to Kyle's mom.
We're streaming property wide here.
Yeah, property wide, guys. Sean B's in the house. Hey, Sean. Darren said, I hear you good. Yay. Awesome. I'm glad that you can hear us because this new setup we're going to have, not tonight, but with Cooking with Kyle and with Behind the Wheels, we're going to have two different camera angles. And so it's going to be like a real show,
the real deal
thing-ish, kind of. Maureen says 5x5. What does that mean?
Got me.
I think it's like a 10-4 kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's what we'll go with.
Shelly Andrews says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Shelly. Debbie T says, sounds good. Eddie T's making sure everybody's getting that thumbs up in. Sure. Debbie T and Eddie T are some of our awesome Bethoonies. So is Darren. So thank you guys for being Bethoonies.
More coming up. Bethoonie.
Yep. DOL. They have been here since the beginning. I think they started out when we had like two people. Our first live stream.
I don't know if you remember this. Our first live stream was held. We had an RV portal before we launched. We were in the bus, and behind the RV portal was a building, like a metal shed. And for some reason, we thought it was going to be a good idea to set up our live stream in this metal shed. I don't know why. Why? I guess we were scared to do it in a bus because we felt like it wasn't enough room.
I don't know.
RV Steve was live with us. Boy, it was
a disaster.
That was a while ago.
That is a blast from the past. That's how long we've been doing this stuff.
It's been a while.
Christine's here. Happy New Year to you, Christine. Let us know how the camera's coming in. Is it coming in crisp and clear? Because we are actually using our DSLR. No webcam.
It's actually
nothing.
A mirrorless camera, but I'll let it slide this time.
We're using the big camera. Okay. Kavita says, Happy New Year, fam. Happy New Year. Maureen says, foggy here in Rockaway Beach, New York.
My dad was in. It made a lot of sense because it was so cold last weekend. Then it really warmed up. So, I mean, it was like by 9 o'clock last night, you could not even hardly see, 20 feet. It was insane.
Yeah. It's, ugh. Anyway, Wonderful Revolution.
Wonderful
The year cannot start without a little bit of wonderful.
We
love our buddies.
We all strive to stay wonderful.
Be sure to use that like button this year. Just use it, abuse it, whatever you got to do. Darren says, Bamalama Ding Dong, that like button. Oh, here's another Bethoonie. Today we go, David and Reagan. We are doing great. How are you guys doing? We're going to see them in very short amount of time. Bethune Docking is upon us.
It's creeping up, like less than 2 weeks away. We've got the RV show coming up. We've got the Tiny House Festival. Like, my birthday's in January.
Ooh,
a lot going down.
So much going on. Deborah McDermott says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Button OK says, well, I'm not downtown Tampa, but hey, I know we were scooting around in downtown
We
Tampa.
sure
That
were.
video will come out tomorrow. I will be up all night editing it. We did do a van time lapse today, so if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, we've had a lot of that footage, and I wanted her to compile it and just put it into a time lapse. I like watching that kind of stuff. I figured maybe other people might. Well, from the views we've got so far, obviously not. But yeah, if you get a chance, check it out. It's basically 18 minutes, 15 minutes, 13 minutes of basically no talking, time lapse of the band build over some music. Yeah, is that your thing?
Well, yeah, and I mean, it really brought back some memories of Sandy and Jed. Oh, it brought us back to Cusick, Washington, and how much work that was. And I mean, we could not have completed that band without them. And if you're new, we do have an entire van build series. So from start to finish, we have 4 episodes and a tour, and now a time lapse.
Hell, I'll do you one better than that. I'll even sell you the van if you like it that much. I'll even sell it to you.
But it was amazing to, they're our besties and we love them. Maureen says, I can hear you and see you 5 by 5. See, I was right.
Got it.
I was right. Jennifer Maston says, Happy New Year.
Jennifer.
Happy New Year. 2023 coming in hot. It wasn't really hot for us today. It was just pretty boring. Amanda Lowe says, greetings from Adelaide, South Australia. Happy New Year. You guys have been in the new year for quite some time now. We'll get over to Australia. Another one of our Aussies, Helen. G'day from Australia. Happy New Year. Beautiful family and everyone else here. Lorna McKenzie, another Bethune, says, hi, Kyle and Jen. Happy New Year, everyone. Jennifer says, perfect. So, yay. I'm glad. Darren says, clear video, Jen. Thank you. Thank you. Debbie T says, looks good. Shelly says, sounds great here in New Hampshire. Camera looking good here. Well, I'm glad it's looking good. But for the live stream for Cooking with Kyle, we're doing something a little different. Kyle's going to be talking a lot of the whole time. We're not going to be reading out a bunch of comments. So Sundays are hangout day with family, with you guys. You guys are our family. And so for the whole hour that we're on live stream, we get to as many comments as we can.
Right.
But for Cooking with Kyle, we'll get to a select few, or if a super chat comes through, they get priority and that one gets answered right away. And same with Behind the Wheels. Behind the Wheels, this Thursday, we're actually going to be getting very vulnerable. So if you are a moderator and you are available on Thursday, we need you. We want it to be a really safe space. And Kyle and I are going to be opening up about our mental health journey from when we met to where we are now. And, everything in between that has got us to where we are. It's probably going to be a little bit longer of a show than the other ones. Just because we wanted.
You got that much to tell?
We got a lot. But just because we wanted to give you guys a true backstory of us, and why we feel like we have the ability to talk about a lot of these things. Hopefully next week, I'm still trying to nail down our therapist is actually going to come on one, and she's going to answer questions, because mental health is such a crisis in the world. And we want to have a space where people can come and learn about it and grow from it. So we won't tolerate bullying or negative comments or being mean. They get blocked immediately. How are your feelings on the show?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. That's where I am.
But we'll talk about body positivity. We want to talk about what else is on the list to really dive into. There's service animals. We want to do another one about that.
We still haven't finalized all
healthy
that.
Healthy eating. Tons of stuff. Taboo topics we want to talk about. DOL says, we're totally remember being the only ones in that first live stream. We have been in love with y'all ever since. I know, at the RV show, and that's coming up. We do have a meet and greet with Eric from Nomadic Fanatic. If you know Eric, he will be with us. We hear Jen, Kyle, and we turn around and it's Paul and Megan, and from that first hug, I just fell in love with both of them. Yeah, they're good people. They're amazing.
Some of our favesies for sure.
Helen says, it was my birthday. You did on Wednesday. Happy birthday, Helen.
Happy birthday, Helen.
You're 25 this year, right, Helen? Crystal said it was so foggy this morning. Look, it was cold
Right?
outside,
I
but it
know.
wasn't. It was weird.
It's
It
been like
was-
wintry looking, but it's been
Yeah,
hot. And
yeah.
So we did some work on our apartment yesterday, and the floor with the AC's not on, and the floors were just soaking wet because it was so humid outside. It was
Just gross.
ugh.
But we have all of them painted, minus 2 of the other ones. But 3 of them are painted slowly but surely. It's just taking us forever because we're doing the work ourselves because we can't afford to pay somebody to do it. So we're just we're chugging along.
I can't even afford to pay attention.
Yeah. Then some couple, Chris and Martha's here. Good evening. They're some of our mods. They are wonderful and amazing.
I believe they have a leaky slide, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, look at you keeping up with everybody.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
Tammy from Chioki's bus. Oh, yeah. How are you feeling? Released from the hospital. Ooh. Second hip surgery in 3 weeks. Here's to a healthy 2023. Well,
for sure.
Sending you all the good vibes and love. Tammy, you are amazing, and you are gonna do great. Deb T says, Happy New Year, everyone. Vengeance Couples, it sounds like a wonderful, fun-packed month. This month is going to be bananas. Impactful. Because we were supposed to go to Margaritaville this coming week, but we had to cancel it because the properties are still not done. Then we have Bethune Docking the following week. The RV show, we're going to be there till Friday morning because then we go to a tiny home show in St. Pete. Then we come back for Kyle's birthday that week. And then we've got like a week before we go to Margaritaville and speak at the RV Creating It conference. And then Schoolie Swarm. I'm tired thinking about it. Debbie T says, Happy New Year, everyone. Darren said, I got homemade cabbage rolls cooking in the toaster oven with homemade pasta sauce.
I've been wanting to make some cabbage rolls.
Yeah, I think you should. Maybe you should make that tomorrow night.
Maybe.
Cooking with Or no, that's Tuesday night. Sorry. I'm so out of it.
Jimmy says, Taco Bell makes me gassy. Well, if that's all you got out of it was gas, you did pretty good because I usually get a lot more than that from it.
Oh, I know. RV Steve's in the house says, hello, all. Steve. DOL says, we shared the van build out. Thank you. Yeah, so many people ask us, like, how can we help you guys? How can we help you guys? And the easiest way to help us is just by sharing our content.
Of sharing.
Share it to your Facebook page. Share it to.
I think we were all raised and taught sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. So if you ever want to help us out and don't know how, just share one of our favorite videos.
The power of social media can do some crazy stuff. So
if you haven't seen, we did a really cute one with the kids. We went to Snowcat Ridge. We did a long form video of it. And it turned out pretty cute. I fell on my butt several times.
You did.
Elizabeth Gonzalez says, Happy 2023, New Year's to all, and even to myself and many others who've lost loved ones and fur babies. And we just take one day at a time, sending love, light, health, and wealth. Absolutely. So many people we lost in 2022, and it's the circle of life, and it sucks and it hurts, but it makes you realize what really love is. It makes you realize how much you love them. Darren says, I seen that time-lapse video this morning, Jen. Well, thank you. It didn't take me as long to edit because I just kind of had to just piece that one together. Venturesome Couples, Happy New Year. Please smash that like button. Yeah, smash it. Just don't break your computer. Just, gingerly smash it. Davina, Happy New Year. Jen and Kyle and everyone had a relaxing night last night. Watched the ball drop in Times Square. Rich likes to go to bed at 7, so me and my fur baby Nikita stayed up till 12. Eli was pissed.
Oh my God.
He was so pissed at the ball drop. He goes, that's it? I stayed up for this?
Yeah, I think he really built this up like it was some spectacle. And I guess back in when we were kids, it was much more impressive. Nowadays, it's like, okay, they have drone shows where they can basically watch a movie, have drones in the air. Like a stupid ball falling out was not really that impressive.
He's just, after the drone show at Albuquerque, he's just like, the ball dropped, what?
Whatever.
He was not a fan. Shyla's here, says, how do you guys not have more subscribers? Your family is amazing. I'm so glad to be able to watch your journeys.
Thanks for being here. Subscribers isn't the problem. We just need some more views.
Yeah, just share, like we said. And we honestly, we don't like controversy. We don't like drama. We just want to inspire people to live a life they love. So that's our mission in our life anyway. But thank you for being here. Crystal says, Jen, I want to get some crystals. What crystals would you recommend? I live close to that Raven Moon place in Brandon.
She got the right name.
Yes, Raven's Moon.
Her name's Crystal.
Oh, you're so funny. I mean, honestly, the best way to go pick out crystals, see where we have started dabbling in making them, so we're like wrapping them now. But the best way to do it is to go inside Raven's Moon. They have a whole crystal room. And what you're going to want to do is just go and feel them. Like, go see which ones you're called to, and then hold it in your hand, see how it feels. I like to do that, and then when I buy it, and then when I get home, I'll look up the meaning. And it's funny because it turns out it's exactly what I needed. Stacy says, hello, Wonderful Revolution, and hello, RV Steve. RV Steve, he always gets love. Speaking of that, love your jewelry you have on tonight, Jen. Thank you. I got these in Astoria, Oregon. Oh. Everywhere we go, I get a new pair of earrings. I made this. This is actually diopside. Okay. It is a stone. And then this is clear crystal. Yeah, clear crystal quartz. Have that one on, and then I've got some of my rings on tonight. Kyle made. Did you make this one, or did I make this one?
I think you made that one.
This is kyanite, and
we wrapped it. We definitely
wrapped it. We didn't make the stone, but yeah, it's a. Go ahead and put it on.
I can't take credit for that.
It's it's a necklace. Anyway,
it's fine. It's fine.
Michelle McCarthy said, hello, my goal this year is to go to the beach more. How about you? What is
I made a post this morning is I want to take more photos this year. I did like a little recap for the Bethunes. If you're part of the Bethunes, hopefully you saw it. I kind of went through my phone and went through the last 12 months of basically photos. And I don't have a lot of photos, as much traveling as we do and as many places we go. I have probably 10 or 20 to 1 videos to photos. And I'd like to change it. I'd like to take more photos, take the extra time. Because I feel like you get to relive something a little differently than you do in video with photos. You're shaking everything.
I am sorry, my back is hurting.
So yeah, that's my little goal. I mean, I'm sure I have other ones, but for now, that's what's on my mind.
Well, I think for so long, we were just so consumed with stupid short form video because that's how you had to grow. And I'm over it. I'm over like the viral videos, and I want to make content that is our passion and really does something for the world. We really do want to inspire you to live a life you love, and that's what our content is going to show. It's not going to be shock factor. It's not going to be a whole lot of brand deals. Nothing against anybody who does the latter. We just want to do us, and that's what we're going to do this year. Jennifer says, I can appreciate everything you just said, Jen. Well, thank you. Pat Jones says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Pat. Shyla says, thank you for providing a safe space and being vulnerable. It helps me feel less alone and more heard. That is our goal. Social media can be a very, very toxic place. While I do this, will you go talk to them? Social media can be a really, really toxic place. And we want our part of it to be nice and positive and loving and welcoming. And that's our mission for 2023 is to just get much more loving and welcoming. So that way you don't feel alone and you do feel heard and validated and loved, more importantly. RV Steve says, hey, Darren, hello all. Miss you. Going to start up my live soon again.
Oh, RV Steve needs to crank them up.
I know, RV Steve.
Oh, excuse me.
Bill, the kids, what are they doing back there? Billy Smith says, love y'all. We love you. Helen said, my son, a mental health worker, he really deals with a lot. Absolutely. Our therapist had said to me several sessions ago, she had said, all these people think there's going to be mental health workers coming out of the woodwork. She's like, nobody's going to save us. Because we get a lot of comments of saying, how do you have the right to talk about mental health or whatever? Because we've been through a lot of shit. And I think that more people need to talk about it to share in the struggle so you aren't so alone. Sienna Brennick says, Happy New Year. Where's your sweet Teddy? Love him. He is in the back with the kids lounging on the bed. I think they're playing Uno back there right now.
Theodore's playing Uno?
Do you have any Lake Superior agate stuff? I do not. I have agates, but I don't have any specifically from Lake Superior. I'm really excited. Wherever we go this year, I want to look for the natural stones and crystals in that area, and maybe be able to make jewelry from that. So I'm excited. Gladys says, Happy New Year from Newfoundland, Canada. Newfies are some of my favorite dogs. Cece Cat says, Hi, all. Have a great new year. Missed you on cooking day. I'm from Connecticut. Love to you all. Yeah, you didn't cook because we went live on Christmas. We went live on Christmas, and you worked all day.
We worked a full day. It's been a tough winter. It really has. Or fall, whatever the heck you want to call it. I don't. In Florida, it all kind of runs together, but yeah, it's been tough. But we're chugging along.
Michelle says, I'm working on the 14th, but should be out by afternoon to see y'all. Yeah, we're pretty stoked. I think that it's going to be a great Bethune.
Yeah, I mean, Eric is kind of funny. He kind of helped us really get our start with YouTube and all. So it'd be kind of cool to kind of meet with him and meet some of his fans, and hopefully he can meet a few of ours. And I don't know, I think it'd be a good time. The RV show. It's always a good time. So if you've never been and you want to come check it out, it's worth walking around for a couple hours. And I don't think you'll ever be in a bigger place with more RVs. There is everything you can imagine, from tents to $3 million Prevost. So I mean, everything in between. So it's pretty cool.
And we got the media pass, so we get to go on Tuesday when there's no fans in there, and we're gonna go live, I think. Because we're just going to kind of walk you through some of these rigs without a whole bunch of people in them, so you can get an idea, like just to show you what they look like without the hordes and hordes of people. Hurtado Oscar Hurtado says, Hey guys, reaching out from Cali, Arizona. You guys are for real. Aww. This is why we have a chance to make the world better. Peace, love, and I love Bobby Sherman. Aw. We hopefully we'll get out that way. Our plans are so up in the air right now. We have no idea what we're doing. Yeah, we have no clue.
Yeah, I think last week we told everybody we're going to the Northeast.
Yep, that's not happening.
Oh gosh, sorry, I'm not feeling good tonight. But yeah, who knows? We've still got a lot to deal with at our time here. So hopefully once more of these things get completed, we'll be able to make some better decisions, or more definitely more concrete decisions.
Yes. Sherry Weber says, Happy New Year, everyone. And Sherry's over in Las Vegas. Michelle Thomas says, Hope your new year is bright and full of love and joy. Right back at ya. Dan, another one of our Bethoonies, says, Little late, but I'm here. Happy New Year, all. Happy New Year, Dan. We'll be seeing you soon. Jennifer says, Thank you to both of you for letting yourselves be vulnerable. I've struggled with mental health myself, and I always appreciate your content and support. I'm excited for you to get more vulnerable on it, too, from a man's perspective, because I think men really do need that.
Yeah, well, I'm going to give it my best.
You're going to do great. Keep on dreaming. Dwayne McCree says, Hi, Happy New Year's 2023. Renee says, You two are so cute. Thank you, Renee. I did my hair today. You just rolled out of bed. It's okay. Yeah. It's funny because whenever he washes his hair, I brush it for him. So I'll put his deep conditioner in there, and they'll sit on the bed, and I'll comb his hair out. He looks like, whenever I comb it out, he looks like Opie from Sons of Anarchy. DOL says, We have a short that hit almost 300,000 views in a few days. Nothing but haters, but they push that video to views to the top. It's, it's really, really difficult because you get subscribers from it, which is awesome. But then you have to deal with all the hate and the backlash, and seeing that over and over and over again really breaks you down. So if we don't get a viral video when we post one, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a strange year. For we work so hard to get these videos to go viral. Like, that's the point. I mean, of a creator is you want people to watch your videos, and with short form it's just a lot different. You kind of get whatever comes along, and the algorithm doesn't really care if it's positive feedback you're getting, negative feedback, and typically at least in our experience, it's usually negative. And they just keep pushing the video to more of those people. And in return, you have more and more haters. So you have literal thousands of people telling you you're the worst person on earth. They don't know you. They know nothing about you. I'm still torn on the whole thing. Like I say, 2023, I'm not focused on gaining more subscribers, if that makes sense. Yes, I want quality subscribers, people that show up to watch our videos, but just people to click the subscribe button and tell me I'm a piece of crap. I don't really need that.
Yeah, we want to focus on you. Like, we want to be our people centered, and that's what we're going to do. We're not going to focus on trying to make viral videos or do a bunch of brand deals. We're going to pour into you that you're already here. So we got a bunch of cool stuff coming up. Caitlin said, do you want to sell the van?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the plan, you know, in the moment we're in. Unfortunately, we're just, yeah, I mean, that's the goal. We have it listed on a few sites. Few Facebook pages on Marketplace, and it's on a website called
Van Trader.
Van Trader. Yeah.
It's not practical for us to lug around the country. We really wanted it to work, and we ultimately wanted the bus to tow the van, but that was the downfall, is the van ended up being way too heavy for the bus to tow. So yes, short answer, we do. Aw, Dusty's here. Happy New Year's, Jen, Kyle, and family. Heather's in the house saying, hey, beautiful, but things. Happy New Year. Hey, beautiful Heather. Yep. Dwayne says, do you guys still bus? We do. We're still in right now. We sure are. We will be maybe leaving. I don't know. We don't know when we're going to be moving out of the spot. It's just depending on when we get our rental properties done. Maureen says, how's the ankle doing?
Good. I had gout. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. I ended up having gout, so I got it in my knee, which was 10 times worse than my ankle. My God, I was in a lot of pain. But yeah, it was gout. I got on some medication and cleared it up. It took a couple weeks to really clear it up, but I feel pretty good right now.
Yeah. Ashley Leith is here. Can you take care of that? Hey, everyone. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Ashley. Elijah Bear, I'm not answering you. Crystal Carson said that's a great idea. Thank you, Jen. Anytime. I try to give good ideas. Wonderful says, don't start your new year off like Elijah Bear 18. Be nice and hit that like button. Yeah, that's another thing about when we do behind the wheels, we have to make sure that it's going to be moderated well, because we want it to be that safe space. Do I need to go back there and handle things?
I don't know.
All right, excuse me. Oh, Kyle's going to take over for just a second because our kids are just...
It's Elijah. It's kind of like Elijah Bear here. Elijah Bear, don't be a butthead, Elijah Bear. Jen, our creek is full of crystal. I have so much of it. My granddaughter brings it up by the backpack full. That's cool. Excuse me. We would like to do that this summer at some point, kind of do some, because we've always kind of like been rock hounds and like looking for, unique stuff in the rivers and stuff. That's awesome though. Hey Bethunes, Happy New Year. Cheers, friends. Our New Year's resolutions are to spend more time outdoors, enjoy the beautiful beauty of outside. Absolutely. Cannot recommend that enough. We are honestly craving that right now too ourselves. We, growing up in Florida, we haven't been to the beach. The weather hasn't really been ideal for the beach. We miss being outdoors in the forest and in nature. So absolutely good for you. Hope you pull it off. Let's see. Rich got me a turquoise necklace for Christmas to add to my rock jewelry collection. I have so much rock jewelry, and my agates and pretty rocks are taking over my hutch in the kitchen. Yeah, Jen's working on it pretty hard. I think the bus is starting to slightly lean to the right just a little bit because she stores them all on the right side of the bus. Small joke, but yeah, she has a lot. So we really want to print photos too. We have so many on our devices, but not on display. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It really hit me today. Like, I really didn't expect it. I kind of wanted to put together that little end of the year piece, putting stuff, kind of what we did throughout the year. We started in Florida, worked our way all the way to Washington, and then we worked our way all the way back. I was like, man, these, I don't know. There's something about a video it's there and it's gone so fast, and you really don't have the time to, I don't know, process it the same as you do with a photo. With a photo, like, you see it and you can just, I don't know. I just took me back to that time and that place. So it's pretty cool. Did you handle business?
Yes. Sometimes mommy has to go back there and handle business. I'm the business handler. Daddy's the fun guy. Fun guy supporter. He's there for the emotional support of mommy. Anyway, Indian Summer says, I can't find the thin towels that you use. I saw them in one of the videos and can't find them now.
There's a lot of companies that make them. Why are you kicking?
Because I had to put my feet up, okay?
Ours is Nomadic brand. Nomadics.
Yes.
Nomadic
I love them. They're pricey.
They're nice. They're good quality.
But I freaking love them. They're amazing towels.
There's some Amazon ones. We did buy a couple of those. They're okay. I mean, they're not the worst, but the Nomadic brand is very good. They're like $40 a piece though. They're
50.
not. Yeah, they're not cheap. But I mean, you really only need one or two. Like, I mean,
I bought 5.
Well, we go through a lot of towels, but no, they are really nice. Especially if you are a tiny living situation, they fold up. You can fold them up to like just size your fist if you wanted to. So they are very convenient.
Crystal says, you guys are awesome, Jen. I've been thinking of you and sending you lots of love and light. Thank you. It has been it's been difficult. The most difficult I can think of since the accident. Because usually I'm the tough one and I keep the family running and together. And we'll touch more on it on Behind the Wheels. But it's been really rough going through. Basically, I'm at a point in my healing journey where my subconscious is like, okay, it's time to release all that childhood trauma. And working through childhood trauma is excruciating. Like it really sucks. And I thank this guy right here for being here for me and supporting me and loving me. And and Chico.
He just popped his head. I don't even know who's there. He just popped his head.
But yes, babe, you're awesome. Heather says, kids sound like they're having a blast. Love it.
They were having fun back there.
Sometimes they're so sweet. LMAO, Wonderful Revolution. Darren says, Jen, I have 2 different black jade necklaces. One that I wear that makes my left arm go numb, like how it feels when it falls asleep. Oddly enough, like when I put crystals in my hand, like I can feel the energy that they give off because everything is made up of energy. And so different crystals give off different energies. So I can definitely see why that would happen. Froggy says, Happy New Year from America. Have a great New Year. I'm a huge fan. Love to you all. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Don Griffin says, Happy New Year from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Ooh. DL says, you own your own ish and are willing to share it. You put the hard work, and it's an amazing example of how to maintain right. We do get a lot of people that are like, you just need to bottle that up. Like, why are you talking about that? But I feel like I have the ability to be vulnerable. And when I'm vulnerable, it makes people feel less alone in their struggles. Because like nobody's struggle is greater than another person. It's just, it gives you the space to be valid and to feel heard and that you're not alone. Sienna says, what is your fave spot when you were in Tampa recently? Downtown area has grown so much recently.
Has. Oh my gosh. Yeah, when we left, or we kind of, we've obviously been back, but it's really last time we spent any time in Tampa, the Riverwalk was there, but it wasn't what it is today, and it's really cool. We went to the Columbia Cafe down there, which was amazing. I would say that's been my favorite spot. That was so good. They have a salad there that is out of this world.
Amazing. No, I don't know. Everything was fun. I enjoyed riding the scooters around downtown, and the full video will be out tomorrow. But it was a lot of fun.
It's like the Channel Side district now is huge. I mean,
it's all connected. Everything's connected.
Yeah, they have the big skyscrapers. So there's not, I mean, I can see in the future where Tampa's basically doubled, the downtown areas that, once they connect the Channel Side district and that little gap between there and downtown, it's just, that city's blowing up. It's going to be a huge city in the next decade or so, which it already is, but I can only imagine. Hopefully they can do something with the road system, their infrastructure for
bike lanes,
handling people. Yeah, bike lanes are terrible down there. I wish they would invest in better bike lanes and transportation in general. I mean, just getting in and out of Tampa anytime is, which can be said probably for most major cities, but Tampa is really terrible. But we had a good time though. Tampa's a great city. I do like that the downtown area is more lively now. I remember, I used to ride bikes and all. We'd go down there a lot, and unless it was work hours, it was a ghost town. There was nothing down there for anyone to do. So I like that they're putting money into the city and bringing in nightlife and bringing in restaurants and bars. So it's pretty cool.
Elizabeth says, Jen, 100%. As my nephew said when he was 10 years old, he will be 25 this year. You do you and what makes you happy, and who cares if they don't like it as long as you're happy doing it. For sure. Like, only you know what's right for you. That's why we don't really listen to all these people that tell us that we're living life the wrong way. Like, they don't know what our life was like prior to this.
No.
So only we know that. Dusty says, I pray that 2023 brings you much happiness and many blessings. Thank you. Right back at ya. Heather says, is that one of those Himalayan salt rocks in the window? What are their purpose and do they work? So we've been having bad allergies. So I brought mine out and it literally drains you. I haven't had a whole lot of sniffles lately,
No.
have you? I've been running my diffusers with my essential oils. I get them from Walmart. It's called the Guru brand, and it's Breathe Easy. And so I put a few drops in each of my diffusers, and then I have the Himalayan salt rock going, and it helps to clear up your allergies and help to get you breathing. So far it's worked. Natalie says, hey, Jen and Kyle, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Natalie. Heather says, Kyle, do you sport a man bun? If not, would you? Let me see. I love a man bun.
It's just a shade too short still. Like,
almost there.
Yeah, it's like within I don't know. I'm sure I will, just to have people make fun of me more.
It's
they make
so
fun of me
sexy.
enough. They make fun of me enough as it is. So give them something else to talk about.
I love his man bun. Darren says, yes, it is a salt rock lamp, Heather. Noah Plays says, do a shout out. Well, Chico's giving you a shout out down here, Noah.
Oh my God, Chico was freaking out last night with that fireworks.
He does not like fireworks.
Like, by far the least dog that hates them the most. Like, he starts shaking and it's like he starts panting. And it was pretty bad. I mean, we were in the bus, which is very well insulated. You don't hear a lot, but it was. We're like, it's basically farmland around where we are, so it's there's not much barrier. So anything within a mile or so radius is fairly loud around him. And he was not a happy camper.
He was not. Darren says, Heather, those help ground out the negativity in the area that is used. True, they do that. They definitely do that as well. I heard you talking about my crystals, how one side of the bus is just heavier now. But I
don't know if you'd hear that or not.
I love them, and everybody has their own thing, and crystals work for me. It's just something I gravitate towards, and like I wear them every day, and you even wear.
That's why your left arm's getting longer.
Oh, because it pulls it down. You're such a turd. Michelle says, I took down all the ornaments.
So do we.
Ours was down like Christmas evening.
I don't know about you. Let me know if you guys are this way. It's when Christmas is over, like, I want it disappeared off the face of the earth. Like, I want all the streaming platforms to get rid of it. I want all the music gone. No offense to anybody that loves it. For me personally, I just want it gone. I'm done with it. It's over with for another year. Because before Christmas, leading up to it's fine. Christmas Day, it's great. But after that, I'm ready to go on. It's time to move on.
We celebrate Thanksgiving first, and then Thanksgiving night, the kids can go buck wild and decorate the bus. And after a month of like not being able to use the front of my bus, I am done, and I'm ready for all of the Christmas stuff to be finished. Ashley Lee says, it's so good to see you guys. Glad to be back. Ashley. Great to start the new year. For sure. Christmas Live was nice last week too.
Mm-hmm.
Maureen says, oh my goodness, gout is terrible. Clean smoothies with no oxalate.
Yeah, I think I've been on a sushi kick, which I've mentioned many times on here. I believe that was part of it. Yeah, and I had sushi last week, and I had to get salmon sushi. Fish is fine. It's shellfish, apparently, and any type of, they say red meat. My doctor actually said pork, which I'd never heard that before. He said pork.
And you ate pork?
Yeah, I had pork for dinner. But I'm doing it in moderation. I don't sit here and just eat pounds of it. Like, I eat a lot of chicken. I mean, that's kind of my protein these days. A lot of beans, which you know that.
Beans, magical fruit. EF says, love Chico's bow tie. Oh, yes, Molly. So from Kyle's parents, her Christmas list, half of it consists of crap for Chico. So Chico got a new dog bed. He got a new battery-operated travel water bottle. He got 2 new collars with bow ties. I'm like, Molly, pick stuff out for you. And she's like, but I want Chico to have it. So Chico's got all new stuff.
He's blinging.
That's why the other dogs are like mad at him. Oh. DOL says, Chico, all the love. See you soon. He'll be in your lap the whole time, Paul. Elizabeth says, exactly, Kyle. You be good at helping men, that it's okay to show your feelings, and it's okay that men can cry, and it doesn't
Yeah.
show weakness.
And I think that's as a society, I think we're shifting some. I think you're starting to see a shift in that, where masculinity has to be presented only by certain ways, and yeah, I think you're seeing a huge shift in it. And I think all we can do is be advocates for that and keep moving forward.
Michelle says, I love being outdoors. Oh, for sure. For sure. Love. I think I do the best when we're out west because it's just such wide open spaces out there. I love it. Pat Jones says, oh, are you planning on residing permanently in Florida?
No, we do have a rental properties here. That's our main source of income. We have those. That's kind of one of the primary reasons we're back this fall and winter is we've been having to. We kind of just long story. We had to do a lot of work on them. But no, as the moment we're going to stay on our bus for the foreseeable future.
But don't get me wrong, like we've loved being back with family,
Yeah,
staying with
absolutely.
mom and dad, and it's been wonderful for the kids to play with their cousins. We love being on the road and seeing new places. Richie says, hey, Jen and Mr. Hubby.
Hey, Richie.
Is my suggestion in good standing? Oh, you're fine. He sent me a message really about cutting your hair. He's not cutting it. I love it.
Yeah, I mean the thing is I had my hair a certain way for 35 years of my life. No, why not? I don't have a job I have to show up to every day that requires me to look a certain way, and why not?
I love it.
I'll get fed up with it eventually, but now it's fine.
I hope not. Dan says photos are a moment captured in time. To me, they mean more than videos most of the time.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I shouldn't say they mean more because we do a lot of video work, and I
love photos,
and I believe there's beauty in both. I think the photos they just kind of spark a little different, just a different emotion or a different memory core for me. I can watch a video and it gets I can get a reaction or a feeling from it, but a photo, I don't know, it's just a different way of it's because it's almost like you take it twice. You see it on the screen, but you also take it in your head in that moment. So I don't know.
I think it makes you pause. It really makes you pause and kind of look at it and remember that moment that you were in.
And it's disappointing with Instagram is they have basically all but taken away photos. Honestly, when I was posting those, if I did a post today on there, it asked me if I wanted to turn my photos into a video before they would let me post it. So, they're all in on videos like all the other platforms. Yeah. Unfortunately, the photo sharing seems to be on the way out, or it's been on the way out for a while.
I hope it comes back. I love it.
At some point.
Debbie T says, if we hit the lottery, we'll buy your van to visit my son in Meade, Washington. We're not crazy about crossing all these mountains in our Class A and towed.
Yeah, for sure. It's really nice. It's like driving a car. It's driving through any type of terrain that's, more difficult. It's nice to just be able to scoot around. So
I love driving the van. It's definitely a vehicle that I feel comfortable with, and I could scoot off in on my own.
Yeah, I drove it today. It actually been sitting a little while. I drove it today, and it was so nice. You're up so high, and it drives like a Mercedes. It drives so well. It's a great van.
Davina says, LOL, Rich said I remind him of Lucy in that movie where her and Ricky drove down their RV down a mountain and her rock shifted back and forth in the RVs when we go to Lake Superior and load up the bunks. Carolyn said, Happy New Year from Carolyn. Ireland. We did I think it was an Irish tradition last night. You leave your door open. We left a window. So I hope that counts. Open at midnight for, 2022 to go out. I saged the bus and
I thought you opened that because I farted.
No, I did not. I had a purpose of doing it.
I thought you opened it because I farted.
Zoe says, I love your hair.
Which one? Mine or hers?
Yours. It's yours. I love your. I don't have much to love. Lily, she is here. Michelle says, I work downtown. Yes, yeah, Tampa is
cool.
Awesome.
I love the improvements they're doing.
Really accessible.
Yeah, I really think they need to up the transportation, which is, that's easier said than done. But no, it's a great city. I'm really excited to see where it's going in the next, few years.
We're actually going to take the kids back this week. And the scooters are going, when we did the brand deal, the scooters are going to the kids. So Eli got an electric scooter from Santa Claus. And so now Molly and Ben will get these 2 scooters, and they'll get to scoot around. We'll bring our e-bikes.
Yeah, it's because the Riverwalk is great. I mean, it's safe. It's very wide. It's got a guardrail. I mean, it's obviously you don't want to go on the river, but it's got a huge rail. There's various parks along the way you can pull off. It's just great. And it ends up in something called Sparkman Wharf, which is kind of like they set up a bunch of containers and restaurants and coffee shops and bars. I guess it's really cool how they've done it down there.
Sienna says, yes, the Columbia 1905 salad. It's the bomb.
I'd like to get one more before we go.
I think we can. So I think we can make that happen.
It was so good. Now, one thing about it is it used to be like $9.95. It's $15 now. I was like, holy crap!
But they have a small portion that I get.
Lunch. You can get it for lunch.
You can get it for dinner too. It's $8, I think. But I don't eat the whole thing, and I hate wasting food. So it's about that big. It fills me up. Chris says, I love that you talk openly about mental health. It's so important to raise awareness. For sure. Like that's mental health, food, and bus life. That's what we're kind of focusing our content on. It's not going to be...
I thought we were adding feet pics to the lineup.
We're not adding only feet. No only feet. Lily She says it's a great idea for next time. Darren says, GOL, I just subbed to your channel.
Everybody should. They're literally some of the nicest people genuinely nicest people you ever
I love them. Like, I want them to adopt me as my parents.
Such cool people. Can't wait to see them.
Dan says, Tampa is starting to rival Atlanta for my least favorite city to drive through on 75.
It is very bad. It is, Atlanta's, I don't know. I've driven in some bad ones. So to me, those aren't that bad. Like, I think of Texas is awful, like Dallas, Houston. Of course, LA is atrocious. Portland wasn't too bad.
Portland wasn't bad.
Denver sucks.
Denver really sucks.
Their roads are like, there is so many people in the Denver metropolitan area. Basically from what am I thinking? I'm trying to think. Denver to Colorado Springs is basically, it's just insane traffic. But Tampa is terrible. Like, the road systems are way outdated. The high malfunction junction is a joke.
They've made improvements, but they haven't improved enough.
I don't think, that they're just, I don't know that they could have ever expected so many people to be moving here.
They should have.
Like, there's over 23 million people live in Florida. When I was a kid, I want to say that statistic was less than half of that. No, it was still high, but it was like less than half of that. So in less than like 30 years, it has more than doubled the population. It's insane.
Have courage and be kind says, hi, sweet family. Hey. Pat Jones says, I have COPD. Would that rock salt help me? I don't know. I would definitely, you can consult Google or ask your physician next time you're there, because I don't want to give you the wrong answer.
Asian culture has been using this sort of stuff for thousands of years.
But I we did dry up fairly quickly. Like, we drained and dried up pretty quick once I.
Yeah, she's always got something going on in here.
I'm a holistic kind of person. I like being holistic.
You never know what smells you're going to get when you walk in here.
Yeah. Queen says, hi. Hey. Darren says, yes, Kyle is doing the Bob Ross quite well.
I wish I had his talent.
You are a very good painter. Helen says, I don't take my Christmas ornaments until January 1st. I just get sick of them.
I could see that. Most people, like, even the kids, are really concerned. Oh, the lights are coming down. Like, most people will leave them up till the 1st.
Dan says, whenever somebody talks about man buns, all I can picture is the meme that compares them to tied-off trash bags. I can see that. But a sexy tied-off trash bag. Darren says, yes, do cabbage roll theme on Tuesday, Kyle. Yes, cabbage roll.
Something with cabbage roll. I love cabbage.
I love cabbage.
We both do. The kids, not so much. But we
love it. Today we go. Says, I'm with you, Kyle. After Christmas, I'm done with all the Christmas stuff. I couldn't wait to put everything up.
I don't know what it is about it. Because, I think you build up the anticipation for Christmas. And when it gets here, you live it and it's gone. And I don't know. I just kind of wanted to go away. I don't know.
I just think we live tiny and we don't have a whole lot of space.
Before, once Christmas was over, I was done with it.
I liked it because when we had a traditional house, I had 4 Christmas trees. One in each room, I know. But one tree was dedicated just to food ornaments. So I have, they're in the storage unit. I have hundreds of fake food ornaments, and I miss them a little bit.
I just don't even know.
Queen says, we take down our Christmas tree at any time my mom feels like it. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Whenever mom feels like it, let's go. Let's get it out of here. Elizabeth says, hi, Chico. Dawn says, I can tell you all about gout. Long story short, keep an eye on uric acid level. If the doctor has not mentioned this, reach out if you want unasked for advice.
Yeah, he gave me a Purinol or something for it. I'm going to take it for a while, at least to get my levels down. And I'd like to be retested because I don't like taking medication a lot. And if I can manage it by diet, then I would much rather do that. But yeah, honestly, gout is no joke. It is extreme. Like my knee hurts so bad. And even still, like we were working on the apartment yesterday and I had to climb up on the ladder pretty high a few times and I still have to use my right leg, which is my weak ankle, to pull up my body weight. So it hit me hard. Like it was painful.
I know. He was not feeling it. Melly Ann, hey Jen and Kyle, happy New Year to all of you. Happy New Year. Gemma says, happy New Year, guys. Love seeing your videos. And don't forget, if you are going to be at the RV show, Thursday, January 19th at 12:30 p.m. in the meet and greet tent. Eric from Nomadic Fanatic and us, we will be there. We're teaming up for a meet and greet.
Maybe we could talk old RV Steve Travels into coming hang out.
Yeah, RV Steve Travels. Come on down.
I don't know if he's still in here. Maybe he can come out and mingle with the common folks.
Roblox Panda Vibe says hi.
Hey there, Roblox Panda Vibes.
Fallon says, we took down our Christmas decorations. Yep, us too. And says, happy New Year. Michelle says, in my office, I have a sign that says, I'm in therapy to deal with people who should be in therapy. LOL.
It's funny.
I feel that. Davina says, the Ozark Mountains are pretty, but hard to drive with a 36-foot RV and Jeep in them.
Yeah, mountains definitely put your equipment to the test.
Your merit.
And your nerve and everything in between.
Have courage and be kind, says man buns are hot. Yes, they are. I cannot wait until his goes into a man bun.
What if I cut it before then?
No. I don't want to tell you what to do because I love you. Because you're cool with me having a buzz cut, but I love your long hair. Michelle says our tree lights are on right now, and tomorrow throwing the tree out. Just
be like one of my tenants. I just took the whole damn tree and threw it out and by the road, lights, tinsel, everything on it.
We had so much to clean from these properties. This is why landlords have to charge first month, last month, and security deposit, because the amount of crap that we had to haul out of this place. They hadn't paid since July.
I've always been a very lenient person, landlord, probably too lenient. Something would happen, they'd lose their job or they'd get in an accident. I wouldn't charge them a month's rent or something just to help them catch up. And I've always tried to do the right thing and be a good person and do what I would want done to me. But it's tough in that industry because you get so many people that take advantage of any little discrepancy. Yeah, the system in Florida with squatters' rights, they're just it's a tough business. I know a lot of people think it's so easy and you make all this money. And when it's good, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing. But when it's bad, like we're in a situation right now, we have 8 units and 3 of them are rented and we're trying to renovate the remainder and get them rented back out. It's just a tough time. And it's tested me more so in this business that we've been in a decade or so, more than we've ever been tested before, hands down.
Peterbilt Truck Spotting says, y'all have a cool camper.
Hey, I like me some Peterbilt.
Thank you. Monique says, hi, Jen and Kyle. Happy New Year 2023.
Hey,
totally wish you and the kids the best in this new year.
Too,
thank you. And then Michelle says, I really like Hyde Park in Tampa.
Hyde Park is really cool. I love, Michelle, if you've never been, they have a really cool farmer's market the first Sunday of every month. It was actually today. It's really cool.
Oh, we didn't go.
Yeah, if you ever get the chance to go, or if you haven't been, go check. Put it on your calendar. It's in the morning. It's really neat. They have some cool stuff.
Joe, happy New Year! Yeah, you and Tara and the kids, happy New Year as well. We can't wait to see you down here. Peterbilt says, "Hey, you have a Ford. You used to have a Ford.
I've had them all,
and you've had a Dodge.
I've had them all. Peterbilt.
And a Chevy.
About everything. I've never had a BMW.
We have a Mercedes.
Yeah, but I can't think of any other brand. I haven't ever had an Audi.
We have a Saturn now.
We have a Saturn. Yeah, she gave me some problems though. I don't know. I gotta look at her. She's
out of this world. Alyssa says, gout, how do they find it in your body?
Basically it's uric acid. It's an over, your body's got too much of it. So if you're feeling the familiar pains, because it doesn't, as far as I know, it doesn't show up on any type of x-ray. It kind of sits in your joints, and it is just brutally painful. So if your levels are really high and you're having the pains in specific areas, they just kind of assume that's what it is. That's what I'm guessing. That's what they did with me. He already had ordered me the medication. Said, all right, when your blood work comes back, I'll let you know. And yeah, sure as crap, it was high as all get out.
He says, I pay my rent on time. In fact, I have to chase them down. That's like you're the perfect renter.
And it's not even, I understand stuff happens. If you don't have your money, you had an off month, your car broke down, it's fine, but communicate. Say, hey, I'm going to be a couple weeks late. I can live with that. I'm a human being too. I run into problems all the time. It's just challenging because you really deal with a lot of people that, I don't know what the excuse to use is, but it can be pretty crazy.
Yeah. But things coming up this week. So Cooking with Kyle is on Tuesday. Hopefully he's going to make some. Yes, tomorrow video coming out. Then Tuesday, Cooking with Kyle. Then Thursday is premiering of Behind the Wheels, our live talk show. The first one's going to be about me and Kyle explaining, where our story, where we came from, really getting vulnerable into a lot of things. So if you're a moderator, we'd love for you to show up for that. What else we got going on? And then that brings us to Sunday Live, right? And some shorts during the week.
Yeah, I'm trying to do 4 to 5 shorts a week. We'll have one out tomorrow, of course. Usually Sunday through Thursday, I try to put them out. I may miss a day here and there. But yeah, guys, thanks for showing up. Happy New Year to all of you guys. The holidays are wrapping up, and enjoy what's left of it for you. Yeah. And we'll see you a bunch this coming week.
Love you guys.
Take it easy.
Mwah.